People ask me about, hey, is 21st century America or 21st century wherever you're living, and people will say, we're progressive, we're, the things with the sexes, we've learned a lot about not oppressing women, about, just very good human rights things, and say, shouldn't it be normal for me to be friends with coworkers of the opposite sex, or on Facebook, I don't want to live in the dark ages. I want to be able to be friends with both men and women, no matter whatever your sex is, be friends with the opposite sex. And I get that, I really do, and I understand that we don't want to feel like we live in the 1950s and that it just has to be men and women, and it's like we're in a middle school dance, men over there, women over there, or girls and boys or whatever. I definitely get that, but I think the stakes are too high for that. I really do. I think the stakes are too high for us to recognize that, yes, we do want to not be weird. If a coworker says, hey, we've got this meeting across town, or there's something going on, why don't we just ride together in the car? And I'm a guy and that's a woman, and we're going to ride for 20 minutes in the car together because it's just convenient. Or we're out somewhere doing business and it's lunchtime. Hey, this just makes sense. We don't need to be weird about this. Let's just go out to eat because we're human beings and we have to eat. Practical things. And it just makes it seem very normal that we would be friends with people from the opposite sex, because our eyes shouldn't look so much at differences in the sexes. But like I said, I think the stakes are too high. And what I mean by that is I think that God has given each one of us a kingdom to be a part of. Now that can seem like old talk, but what I mean by that is that of being a part of something bigger than ourselves. And it's not being a part of the football team or something as much as being a part of the kingdom of God, being a part of what God is a part of, being devoted to something that is bigger than us. And He's given us that. But I think for most men as well, He has given us a damsel to save, in a way. If you keep kingdom talk, that we have a damsel that we're going to rescue. That's not meaning that our wives are weak or anything like that, but what it means is that as men of God, we are focused on one woman. That our eyes and our heart and our thoughts and our conversations are mainly conversations with our bride. And with those things, that in order, because we're blockheads, I can be the dumbest guy on the street easily. I can do stupid things, and that is why I need a band of brothers. And so what I would say biblically, and just from my personal experience, is that all of us guys, and this is mainly for guys, but it applies to women as well, and Facebook friends and all those things. But I'm a guy, so I think from a guy's perspective, and I would say we desperately need to be a part of a kingdom. We desperately need to have one woman that we are devoting our love to. Ephesians 5 doesn't say that we are to love all women like Christ loves the church, but that we are to love our bride as Christ loves the church. And so we take all of this love that Jesus has thrown on me, and I spend my life throwing that towards one woman for the rest of my life until my heart stops beating. And I have the passion and I have the focus to do that because I have a band of brothers that are my wingmen, that are around me. And so the reason that I am weird about that, and the reason that leads to awkward conversations with women sometimes, is because I have enough focus and enough on my plate being a part of those three things: a kingdom, a bride, and a band of brothers. That even though I respect those women, that there is hopefully a man that will love that woman enough that she doesn't need my love, she doesn't need my attention. Let her get that from him, and I'll encourage my wife to be her band of sisters as I am with my band of brothers. And so that is even though I know it's weird and it leads to weird conversations, but the stakes are too high, that I think we need to just let another man love that woman, and we focus on our bride.